Hello everybody, how are you doing today? This is Paper Cut Radiation here. Some of you may have seen my last stream. The last stream I did was the Resident Evil 7, and also I streamed the Not a Hero DLC. So, for those of you who don't know what's going on, I'm going to be participating in an online tourney. And Mortal Kombat 11 is obviously going to be the game. And the online tourney is called ESL Tourney. Feel free to ask in the chat if you want to know how you can register for one. I can either say it in the chat or DM you how to register for these kind of tourneys if you're ever interested in one. Well, yeah, the tourney is going to start in about, let's see, 30 minutes, and yeah, just gotta wait. So how it usually works here is that normally in single-player games, I don't really like to talk in single-player games because I don't want like any, talking during the movie, quote-unquote. But since this is a multiplayer game, technically, I will probably be talking. When the match starts, though, I'll want to focus on the match, and I'll probably mute the mic. But to occupy time before the match starts, while I wait for my opponent to join the match, I'll probably talk and discuss things related to Mortal Kombat or other video games. So yeah, meanwhile, just feel free to chill here, and match should start very soon. Okay, the check-in time for this tournament has officially ended, so now I just have to wait for the admins to organize everything, and then once everything is ready, I'll be beginning my first set. So, I'll do my best. No guarantees, but I'll do my best. Okay, so as I said, I am going to mute the mic when I begin my first set because I want to focus on the match. So that's actually going to be now. I just got a notification that I need to join a tournament match. I'm going to be facing my first opponent, so as I said, no guarantees, but I'll do my best.
Sub-Zero, Sindel, Shaolin Trap Dungeon. Round one, fight! Round two, fight! Finish her! Sub-Zero wins. Round one, fight! Round two, fight!
Death is a cold hand.
Final round, fight!
This fight was your last.
Sub-Zero wins.
Alright, that's the first opponent done. Just beat my first opponent for those of you who just joined. Alright, I actually can't see the chat room on my end, so just one moment, please. Let's see. Hold on. I'm checking the comments. Nobody apparently nobody has said something in the chat room. If you said something in the chat room, I didn't see it, so feel free to say it again if you have a question. Alright. Yep. That's definitely one down. Thank you for the support. Now, here's how it works. You see, I'm actually going to quickly check the numbers. I'm going to check to see how many are actually in this tourney. How these ESL online tourneys usually work is that if there are like let's see, if there are like I would say 64 or less, then it's a simple double elimination tourney. If there are actually 64 or more, it's a single elimination tourney. But here's when it gets interesting. If it's above, I believe, 256, I think that's the number. If it's above 256 participants, actually then how it works is that it'll become a Swiss system. And for those of you who don't know what a Swiss system is, it's basically where you just play against a bunch of opponents, and then based on how many you win or lose is where you're placed. So in other words, there's no bracket. Now, this particular tourney I'm in is called Double Elimination Swiss. That basically means it's like a double elimination tourney, but there's no bracket. How it works is that I keep playing until I lose 2 sets. If I lose 2 sets, I'm gone. What's interesting though is that if, let's say, I win 8 sets, or if, let's say, I play through 8 sets, even if I win all 8 sets, I'm still done. And then my placement is based off of how skilled are the opponents, like the skill level of the opponents that I defeated. So that's basically just to give you a general idea of how the tourney works. But right now there are like 281 participants in this tourney, believe it or not. So we're doing the Swiss system. Otherwise I would show the bracket. If any of you have any questions on how that works for more detail, if I did not explain that clearly enough, feel free to say so in the chat. But meanwhile, unfortunately, since the Swiss system, I have to wait like another 20 minutes to face my next opponent. And actually, I guess we could do a rank match. Why not? Yeah, we'll do a rank match. Just to kill some time. And since this is not a tournament match, I'll keep the mic on. I'm only going to mute the mic when I'm in a tournament match. Yeah, it's strange. The matchmaking is not that good. Usually, I should have already found an opponent right now. Matchmaking and rank matches in Mortal Kombat is usually a lot better. A little laggy, but what the heck, I'll accept it. Oh, he declined. Never mind. Also, for those of you who just came in, I just want to say thank you for the support and watching me play Mortal Kombat. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if I don't find any opponents in about 3 minutes, I'll find something else to do. As I said, I'm very surprised. Usually the matchmaking is a lot better, a lot faster. Maybe I should just try to reset it. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, I'll wait 2 more minutes. If I don't find any opponents in 2 minutes, I'll find something else to do. Oh wait, I think I found an opponent. Let's hope he does not lag out. Let's hope the game doesn't crash. Not the best connection, but beggars can't be choosers. Oh, he declined. Okay, let's hope this person doesn't decline the match. Just found another one. Alright. Now, for those of you who just joined, this is not a tournament match. This is just a simple rank match. I'm just trying to kill time right now, so... Yeah.
Sub-Zero, Wuxi Dragon Grotto.
The Lin Kuei's skills are legendary.
So are mine. Round 1. Fight!
I believe this character was also in Soul Calibur 2 as a guest character. Are there any other characters who made it as a guest character into fighting games besides Spawn? And I should say 2 fighting games. I don't think there are. I remember Spawn, I think, was in the Xbox version of Soul Calibur 2. And then later, when they remastered it on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, they actually brought him in both versions. Actually, it wasn't in this dialogue, but in a lot of the intro dialogues between the characters, they actually, I don't remember which character, but there's actually one character who, well, I'm talking too much. Me and my excuses. Anyways, as I was saying, I believe there's one dialogue in the intro. I don't remember which character, but there's one where they actually do vaguely reference the Soul Calibur 2. So I thought it was kind of interesting. Good Easter egg. Alright, let's... Oh man, I dropped that one.
Beg for your life.
Oh, snap. I messed that one up. Ah, that's sad. Alright, I'm messing around too much. I gotta be a little bit more serious now. Been talking and messing around.
Fight! Round 2. Fight!
Good throw break. Oh, snap. Okay. I got this. Rats.
Final round. Fight!
There we go.
Fight was your last.
Sub-Zero wins.
Alright, let's see what this opponent picks.
Spawn. Tarkatan War Camp. Round 1. Fight!
I still dropped it.
Stay out of
Round 2. Fight!
Man, I got away with that one. Didn't drop it this time. Alright, let's go.
Final round. Fight!
Oh well. Alright. Hey, look at the bright side, it's not a tournament match, so... I have to admit, that is a good fatality, though.
Wins.
Alright, I'm probably going to mute the mic right now, because I think it's almost, yeah, it's almost time to face my second opponent, so I'm going to mute the mic and get prepared for that. I can talk a little bit longer before the tourney match starts. Alright. Yeah, I've been checking the stats of the tourney, that's why it turns to a blue screen for a little bit. Sorry, hit the mic by accident. By the way, Full Combo is going to be hosting a tourney this Saturday, this Sunday at Beer for Meeples. If anyone's interested in a fighting game tourney. For those of you not familiar with what Beer for Meeples is, it's basically a board game place, but they allow people to bring in video games. And Full Combo, the Beer for Meeples, that place has actually allowed Full Combo to host a tourney there. So if anyone's interested in a fighting game this Sunday, you know, you can go over there, register for the tourney. There's also a link if you check your Facebook or Twitter. Danny God, you can feel free to message him for any questions about that, or if you're looking for the registration link. If you use Facebook, you know, Twitter, Discord, any of that social media, you should be able to find it, especially if you follow Full Combo. They've been advertising it recently. Anyways, I just got a notification I'm going to be facing my next opponent, so hopefully I'll do well. We'll see.
Total Khan.
I noticed there's some kind of thing blocking the screen. I'm gonna try to take care of that, but I'm in the middle of a tourney, so it's not gonna be easy. I might have to wait until after.
Sub-Zero. Black Market Alley. Round 1. Fight. Fight!
Mindless! Fear freezes you! Beg for your life.
Final round. Fight! Finish him! Sub-Zero wins. Jax. Lost Hive of the Chitin. Round 1. Fight.
Beg for your life.
Round 2. Fight. Sub-Zero
That's 2 down. Alright. So again, I'm going to be playing rounds. I would say if I don't lose anything, I'm going to be playing about 6 more sets. Because for those of you who just joined, how this particular tourney works is called a double elimination Swiss system, which means that there's no bracket, but it's kind of like a double elimination tourney. This means that if I lose 2 sets, I'm eliminated, no matter what. But if I play through all 8 sets that are possible, even if I win all 8 sets, I'm not going to be play anymore. The tourney's over. And the opponents I get paired up with are not based on a bracket, but based on who else wins. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, I won 2, so the next opponent I'm going to be playing against is someone who also wins 2. And at the end, how it's going to be scored is based on the skill levels of the opponents. Based on the opponent's past performance in tourneys, things like that. That's how I'm placed at the end. And the reason why it's this way is because there are like over 256 players. Let me check the numbers again, just to make sure I don't give the wrong information. It's 281 players. So if it's over 265, it's no, I'm sorry. If it's over 256, my mistake. If it's over 256, it's a Swiss system like that. If it's under 256, then it's a single elimination tourney. If it's under, if it's 64 or under, then it's double elimination, regular double elimination with a bracket. But yeah, there are 280 participants, believe it or not. Alright. Just hope the mic is okay. This is the first time I'm actually talking on a mic on Twitch, so. Alright. I'm just checking the chat to see if anybody else says anything. I don't think they have, so I'm gonna quickly mute the mic a little bit.
fight. You caught death. Fight.
Alright, I'm back. I know somebody else just joined. The person just joined. I'm currently waiting for my next opponent. So, yeah, I'm just waiting a little bit. Next up, I'm gonna check the time. It should start in about 15 minutes. I'll probably do some practice a little bit. So I'm probably gonna have a tougher opponent, so I better get everything set up. So. I'm just gonna practice some combos. I just dropped more combos than I should have, or messed up more strings than I should have, so I gotta get some practice in. Because against tougher opponents, needless to say, not gonna have, you know, that many chances to get combos on them, so I gotta make sure I don't drop any. Make the best out of the few I get, few opportunities I get. Alright. Sorry, the mic got tangled up a little bit. Alright, I just fixed it. Alright. Here's something I need to work on. Make sure I don't drop that. I dropped that a couple of times before in my past matches, so. There we go. Yeah, not an easy combo to do. Alright. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Alright. One of the hardest moves to do in this game is what we call flawless block. I'll show you. It's very hard to do, but it's very rewarding. Hold on, that was a poor setup. I'm gonna set it up again. I have to block at the exact right time, and I hear a loud sound if it's successful, and then I can actually follow it up with a wake-up attack. That means I can actually get a combo off of that if I do the right wake-up attack. But it's really hard to do. See. See, obviously, if you block it too early, you don't get the flawless block. If you do it too late, you obviously get damaged. The worst part about it is that you can also easily get launched. If you time it poorly, you could easily get launched, and the opponent gets a free combo. So it's a high risk, high reward thing. But if you master it, it'll really boost up your Mortal Kombat skill. You'll be well on your way to becoming an advanced player. I'm gonna try an easier move. I'm gonna be honest, that was a little too hard to do. See? Did you hear that sound? In fact, I should probably bring up the display. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. In case you didn't hear, I'm gonna try to do the flawless block again. See, I did the flawless block, but I didn't do the wake up attack. See, I got the wake up attack. And if you're quick enough, you can actually get a full combo. But it is like ridiculously hard to do. At least to me, it's ridiculously hard and very risky to do. Sometimes it's risky, depends what you're trying to flawless block, because as I said, if the person knows the person knows how to do the combos, you can get launched, the person can get a free combo, so you gotta be careful. See, the poke is not as dangerous, obviously, because you're just gonna be at a frame disadvantage. You're just gonna be minus. So if you want to practice flawless blocking during a match, I'd definitely recommend not trying anything, you know, you're not familiar with at a tournament match. But if you're just doing a casual match, just try to block a down punch. Didn't get the optimal, but at least got some damage out of that. See, that's 140. You know, each opponent has around 1,000 life. Each character is different, but the average is usually around 1,000 points of life. So, you know, that's 150 out of 1,000 points done by just a flawless block, and that's not even with an optimal combo. Let's see how much damage you can get with a fatal blow. Wow, that's about 1/3 of the life. almost a third of the person's life, maybe even a little bit more depending which character you're playing against. Some characters I think have like a 950 health. Some characters have like 1050, or 10, I should just say 1050. So, 1050. So, point is that it's around 1/3 of the life if you can get, Sub-Zero, if you can get that flawless block. If someone tries to get a frame advantage by doing the down punch or down one. So you're able to do that right, and you have a fatal blow. That's one of the ways it can be very useful. And that's just one out of several ways it can be useful. And obviously, see if I can get a combo. I've dropped that one. Okay, flawless locks the bleeds to my prompts. There we go. Alright. See, sometimes the opponent is too low to get a combo. Sometimes it's better just do the good old-fashioned uppercut. You'll at least get some damage. That was 223. That's still close to, well, not really. That's not too far from a quarter of the life, so it's not so bad. So I'm gonna actually turn that off. I'll actually show how. I'm gonna show you if anyone here is a Sub-Zero player. I'm gonna show you a little tip. I'm gonna get rid of the practicing flawless block. I'm gonna get the opponent just stand there. Now this is assuming you have the access to the fatal blow. Your life is low enough to have access to the, or I should say your life bar or health bar, however you want to call it, is low enough to have access to the fatal blow. But if you can actually get the right combo, get the right optimals, I'll show you what damage you can get. Oh, gotta time it right. I think I did too many punches. I gotta wait for the fatal blow to recharge. Hold on. Pay attention to the numbers. That's 439. That's a lot of damage. Whoops. You can lay punches and juggle a little bit to get a little bit of extra damage, but I recommend only doing one at most because it's very easy to drop in. Better just get like 432 instead of 440, trust me. Still, it's 432 points. It's still a lot of damage. That's not too far from half of the opponent's life. So you get one throw after that, then that's more than half the life. So, meanwhile, I actually just got a notification that my next opponent is up, so I'm going to have to mute the mic again as usual, and I'll do my best. No guarantees, as usual, no guarantees, but I'll do my best. So sometimes the opponent does not join the match. How that usually works is that if the opponent does not join the match within a certain amount of time, I can actually report that opponent as an absent, and then if that opponent does not deny the report, the opponent has the opportunity to deny the report. But if the opponent doesn't say anything, then I'll be the win by default. But what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to send a message to my opponent if the opponent doesn't join in, like, let's say, 3 minutes. And what's stuck on the loading screen, that usually means that the opponent has not joined the match. It could mean a game session issue or an internet issue, but I'm going to wait like about 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to send a message to my opponent. So I guess I can keep the mic on since the match hasn't started yet. Alright. Let's check the time. Yeah, about, I would say, 1 more minute. I'll wait 1 more minute. And then if the opponent does not join by then, I'm going to send a message asking what's going on. You know, we do have to finish this match in 25 minutes, otherwise the admins may just select a random winner. So, I usually don't like to report the opponent absent unless I know for sure that the opponent is not responding or if the opponent's absent. You know, I don't want to accidentally sabotage the match or anything like that. That would not be nice. I mean, let's just say that I didn't send any message to the opponent. I just reported the opponent absent, you know, without messaging a person. You know, it is technically the opponent's job to... It's technically the opponent's job to, you know, contact the admin as well, saying, no, I'm here. That's the opponent's job. If the opponent does not do that, that is on the opponent. But that being said, though, you know, that's not something I like to do because I don't think that's nice. I want to let the opponent know what's going on before I decide to do anything, in case the opponent's having trouble finding the match or something like that. So in other words, you know, if let's say I just reported the opponent without contacting the opponent, I technically would not be doing anything wrong, but, you know, in my opinion, ethically, that wouldn't be very nice. So I always like to message my opponent at least once, just to make sure everything is clear. And speaking of time to message the opponent, you're probably going to see the screen blue again because I'm going to start having to message my opponent. The stream is not going to capture that. So I'm going to mute the mic, and I'll be right back. Alright, I just sent my opponent a message asking what is going on. Oh wait, I just received a reply from the opponent. Oh, never mind, the opponent's right here, so we're all good. I'm gonna mute the mic.
Sub-Zero, the Hourglass.
The NetherRealm will not fall easily.
Show me how to bring it down.
Only if you can keep up with me.
Round 1. Fight.
Warmed up yet?
Round 2. Fight.
Let the cold be your
I'm gonna be honest, this lag.
Wins.
It's not easy to play with this lag.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
fear freezes you.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins.
That is 3 opponents. That makes it 3. So for those of you who just joined, I currently have won against 3 opponents. Hold on, I'm gonna. I'll give the opponent credit here. The opponent apologized for the lag, and he also said good game. So, opponent's a good sport, and I'll give the opponent credit for that. So, the screen's going to be blue. I'm going to quickly message the opponent. I don't want to be rude. I want to say good games to my opponent, too. So, one moment, please. Alright, so... Yeah, see, this is the thing about, this is why I use the mic with multiplayer and tournament games, because, you know, I have to rely on the servers, you know, getting me to the match. In tournaments, I have to rely on the time, you know, for the match to start. Match is not going to start for another 15 minutes, so... With single-player games, I figure I'm in full control of what goes on, so... And secondly, I don't want, you know, I don't, really like to, quote-unquote, talk during the movie, quote-unquote. When I play single-player games, I usually play it, you know, just let the game speak for itself. I'm not sure what the next single-player game I'm going to be doing, but I can say, though, that there's a pretty good chance it's going to be soon. I haven't decided which particular game yet. I have some games in mind, though. It's probably not going to be an open-world game. I don't think I'm going to be, doing one of those big games like Ghost of Tsushima. I really, really like Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's one of the best games of all time. But as much as I like it, I don't think I'm ready to do a game that big yet, because, you know, Resident Evil 7, I got done, you know, I got the main game done in one stream. You know, it took a while, it took a few hours to complete it, but, you know, that game was small enough for me to complete in one stream. Obviously, a game like Ghost of Tsushima is a lot bigger than Resident Evil 7. It's going to take me, days, I'm going to have to divide my stream into multiple days, and maybe even weeks, depending how fast I do everything. So that I'm gonna have to plan that out and plan my schedule out for a game like Ghost of Tsushima. But I would say though that I don't know if it's gonna be soon, but I would say though that I would give the term I can see myself streaming Ghost of Tsushima. You know, I would say not too far from now is probably the words I'd choose. Not too far from now. But I'll probably be doing a smaller game in a little bit. I'm still wondering what game I'm going to do, but I have several in mind. But it's definitely going to be, the next single-player game will definitely be a smaller game, like Resident Evil 7. I do like those simple interaction games, though. Those can go by very quickly. Sort of, depending how big the game is. Yeah, it goes to Tsushima. I mean, if let's just say I focused on the main story. Let's just say that on the main story alone, I could probably get that done in maybe 3 days, realistically. That's just for the main story. When I stream it, you know, I think there's a pretty good chance I'm going to be, in fact, if I do stream it, I wouldn't say pretty good chance, I guarantee that I will be doing the side missions and the Legend Tales and, you know, everything to do in that game. So, that game, you know, that game is going to take, you know, more than 3 days to complete. As I said, it might even take weeks, multiple weeks, depending how often I stream it and, you know, how fast I can get everything done. It's just such a big game. Again, you know, I wouldn't say not soon, but I wouldn't say not far either. In the, I would say, moderate future is what I'd say. And no guarantee I'll stream the game. You know, it's just assuming everything, you know, goes according to my planned schedule. And I would say I'll probably be streaming the Resident Evil 4 remake. I'll probably want to be honest, I'll probably want to play it myself first, though, before streaming it. So I like to be familiar with the game before I start to stream it. Because I wouldn't really, you know, I want to make the stream, like, somewhat entertaining. I want to you know, like, I want to know what I'm doing in the game, so I don't like stall around too much and all that. Because, you know, if I just like spend like, you know, 30 minutes trying to figure out a puzzle or something like that, or trying to figure out where to go, you know, that's not going to be very entertaining. It's just going to be you know, boring and lagging. I could probably use a mic, but, you know, still for single player games, I like to, you know, use no mics. Because I want, you know, I in my opinion, my perspective, you know, single player games are, you know, the point is to focus on the game, not me talking. But yeah, I would say, you know, I don't want to like commit myself too early, but I would say that there's a pretty good chance I'm going to be streaming Resident Evil 4, the remake. The original, I don't know about that. The original, I would say that's a 50-50, but the remake, probably. Not definitely, probably. And for those of you wondering, some of you know that I also play Tekken. I like to play Tekken competitively. So, Tekken 7, I would say that, I would, you know, I'm probably going to be streaming, tourney. Actually, you know what? I go to the Tekken tourneys all the time, so I'm just going to say I'm definitely going to be streaming at least one of them. So, it won't be, there is one tomorrow, but unfortunately I won't be able to go to that one. My schedule is not going to allow me to attend that particular tourney. So, we'll probably stream it next week, though. I think I should be available next week. So, I'll just say I'm guaranteeing everybody here who's watching the stream, I'm guaranteeing you that Mortal Kombat 11 is not going to be the only tourney I'm streaming right now. There will be a Tekken 7 stream. I don't know how long I'm going to do, but I'm guaranteeing you I'm going to stream it next week. I'm going to stream it and probably next week. That's assuming nothing comes up. Alright. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk to kill time right now. I don't know what else there is to talk about. I don't know. Oh yeah, for those of you who know me, I also like to play Fall Guys, so I'll definitely be doing a Fall Guys stream in the future. See, it's about 10, still 10 more minutes. I guess I could get some practice in. I've been talking a lot, so I'll probably go to practice.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero. Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
All right. Look at that, 300 points of damage. So here's something that's interesting I'll show you about how to punish with Sub-Zero. See that? Alright. I'm gonna... Now obviously, everybody who's familiar with Mortal Kombat competitive play will likely know that this is punishable. So, I'll show you the difference between the two 10-frame punishes. Pay attention to the number. Whoop, except I dropped it. Silly me. I'll try that again. So... Three, 1. Remember that, okay? See, notice the second combo I did? Notice 3, 2, 1. If you notice this 10-frame punish, 1, 1, 2, 1. Alright, enough of that. Notice 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, cancel to the ice ball, special move. Notice that doesn't give as much damage. See this 10 frame. 2, 1, 2, 1, cancel to ice ball. Huh, why isn't it letting me do it? There we go. And notice how much more damage it gives. But here's something interesting I'll show you. Hold on. Let me figure this out. So you notice that one has a tiny little bit. Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. I might have made a mistake here. See, I may want to make mistakes. Might have said something wrong. Hold on. Well, looks like they're at the same distance. Do you see that? This is... Notice that 1... So I was right. I didn't make a mistake. Notice how 1 has a just a teeny little bit of more reach than 2. See, this is how it balances out. The 10-frame punish that starts out with a 2, sure, it gives more damage, but it has just a teeny little bit of a shorter reach than the 1-2 punish. So a lot of times... I know some of you see me, you know, when I do 10-frame punishes, a lot of you see me just do that. I'm like, you know what? Why take a chance? Why, you know, why risk messing it up? Because against some of these advanced opponents, you're not going to get that many opportunities to punish. And if you make, you know, a silly mistake like that, by, you know, by like not being close enough to do the punish, if you make like the silly mistake, you know, you're going to miss some damage opportunity, and you may not get another chance to land damage. And against really good opponents, you know, you're going to get nailed without those chances. So what I'm trying to say is, sure, I may not get, you know, I may miss 10 points of damage, but, you know, 10 points difference, you know, sure, it can make a difference at the end, but by the end of the day, you know, the point is the risk is not worth the reward, in my opinion at least. Now you see this, let's take a look at the frame data. I'm going to show you the frame data. If you see, notice that the axe bash, back 1, sure it has greater distance, but look at this, look at the punish, it's a 14-frame punish. Very good for whiff punish though. Kind of like Law's, if you play Tekken, you know what I'm talking about, but Law's 3 and 4 punish, you know, that's a 14-frame punish. It's very good for whiff. Whereas for Sub-Zero, for whiff punishes, if I find somebody just, you know, trying to catch me rushing or something, just doing random, you know, commands, boom, just like that. Now, if you notice that the axe is a high, so the axe right there is a high. So for people trying to duck, you know, trying to duck and get you like that, this where this move comes in. That is back. That's back 2. If you notice, it's a mid, so you can really catch people who are ducking. And if you know how to cancel, you know, if you can time it right, you can cancel it into an ice ball, get some good damage. Look at that, with an enhanced ice ball, it's going to be a lot of damage. That's if I don't mess the combo up, silly me. Rats. Hold on. Okay, this is... Alright, this is embarrassing. LOL. Alright. So without the enhanced ice ball, it's still 250. That's like 246. That's nearly a quarter of a life. So, you know, for people who keep trying to duck, you know, duck highs, you know, duck you trying to duck highs, do this. Because they won't be able to duck that. Let's see what the... I'm going to quickly check the frame, make sure I don't give you... See, it's also a 14. But if you notice, you have to keep in mind that it has less reach than the back one. Like this has like a noticeable. It's not like you know 1 and 2. This like has a noticeably less reach. I mean, look at that. See? So just be careful doing that because really good opponents can whiff punish you. I don't know why I keep dropping that. I'm messing something up. I'm gonna check my commands. Maybe it's something wrong with the controls. I don't know. Everything seems to be good. It's not that. There we go. Alright. See, sometimes just a little practice to get you into the rhythm. There we go. Here's something though. If you notice, if let's say you catch your opponent at too far of a distance, you're obviously not going to make the combo. So, hold on, let me show you. Whoops. I mean, you're obviously not going to make that. Look. Oh, never mind. Point is that if the opponent's too low, the point is that when in doubt, sometimes just do an uppercut. You at least get something. Sorry, I think I made a little mistake there. My mistake there. Alright, my next match should be starting any minute, so as usual, since I'm going to be facing my 4th opponent, I will have to mute the mic. So, I know I have like 2 more. I'm going to be playing my 4th and 5th match. Those are guaranteed. Worst case scenario, let's hope this doesn't happen, but, oh sorry, I bumped my mic. Worst case scenario though, I bumped it again. Hold on, let me adjust it. So worst case scenario, if let's just say I lose, hopefully it won't happen, but let's say I lose the next 2 matches, I'm done. If I lose the next 2 sets, I'm done. So hopefully that won't happen though. Let's hope I can beat my 4th opponent, so I'll be playing 6 sets. Alright, I just got the notification. I'm gonna be joining my opponent right now. So I'll do my best. Hey everyone, I just want to say I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't see the text chat. I'm sorry if I ignored some people. There were some complications going on with the next match, but the good news is that I ended up winning by default. So, you know, at least everything is settled. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my next opponent right now. Oh yeah, I know somebody just joined. Hey, if you just joined, I just want to say, hold on, I haven't seen the chat yet. I don't know what you've said. Yeah, hey, DQ, a win is still a win. Yes, I am MCM93. I am 4-0. And by the way, I saw your message. I saw the chat history. I'm sorry I ignored you before. Again, it was just some tournament complications. But I ended up winning by default, so... Yep, DQ, we take those. So, meanwhile, though, I'm at 4-0 now. So, MCM and B-Boy Sonic, since you just joined, I'm going to explain how this works. It's a little bit more complicated than a regular bracket. So, how it works is that, believe it or not, there are actually... Oh, thank you for understanding, MCM. But anyways, for... Yeah, so let's see, B-Boy. Yeah, you know, that's good advice. But meanwhile, how this works is that you're actually going to see a blue screen because I'm going to be checking the amount of opponents, or actually amount of participants in this tourney. So there are actually, believe it or not, there are 281 opponents. So, so how it usually works is that by, if there are 64 participants in a tourney or below that, then it's a double elimination tourney in these online tourneys. If the amount of participants who join is over 64, then it becomes single elimination. Now this is when it gets interesting. If there are over 256 participants, though, then there's something what's called a Swiss system. That basically means there's no bracket. This is called double elimination Swiss. So to make something complicated simple, I'll try my best to explain it. Yes, there are 281. I'll actually hold on. Let me look for the link. I'll post the link in a little bit. I might have to focus on my next match right now, but in a little bit I will put the link in the chat. But how it usually works is that since there's so many opponents, it's called double elimination Swiss. That means that when I say double elimination, that means if I lose like 2 matches, or I should say 2 sets, then I'm gone no matter what. But how it works though is that if let's say I play all 8 sets, if everybody has 8 sets possible. If let's say I win all 8 of them, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be done with the tourney. You see, if you win all of your sets, you're still going to be done at 8 sets no matter what. You see, there's no bracket. There's so many people there. They didn't organize a bracket. It's the Swiss system. And how it usually works is that if let's say I win my first match, I play against somebody else who wins a first match, a random person who also won a first match, to make sure that the matches are evenly have evenly skilled players playing against each other. If let's say I lose one match, then I'm going to be playing against someone who loses a match. So in this particular set I'm going to be playing against very soon is that I'm actually going to be playing against somebody else who also happened to win 4-0. So in other words, it's the more I win, the harder it's going to become, because I'm going to be playing against more skilled players. Do you have any questions? Do you understand how that works? Oh yes, I am. It's the Swiss because of so many people who joined. Yes, I am, B-Boy. And actually, meanwhile, I'm going to quickly try to post the link. Hold on, let me try. I might have to mute the mic, but let me try to post the link to this here. I'm getting it right now. So, one moment, please. Let's see. Should be the one that's... Ah, here it is. Alright, I just found the link. What I'm going to do right now is... hold on. Alright, just post the link. I'm sure you can see it now. Yes, it is a lot like a round robin. Basically a fancy round robin. I think that's the best way to put it. But to make it a little bit more like a bracket, what the deal though is that if anybody loses two matches, they're done for good. So if I actually lost my first 2 matches, I would actually be done with this tourney a lot earlier. By the way, it's almost been hey B-boy, can you help me out a little bit? Yeah, I see. I have a question. If I'm streaming a tourney live, do I usually get disconnected after 2 hours? Because I believe the 2-hour mark is approaching. B-boy, do you have to reset the stream after 2 hours? Can you help me there before I join my match? I might have to reset the stream before I start the match. Let's see. Oh snap, my phone is about to die on me. Hold on, let me charge it up. Okay, I guess I can figure that out. I think if I play one more set, I should be good. I actually got the notification for my next match. So as usual, MCM and B-Boy, since you just joined, I'll explain how it usually works on my end. When I start the tournament matches, I want to focus on the tournament match, so I'm going to mute the mic. So I'm going to join this person right now. So I'll do my best.
Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, Special Forces, Desert Command.
Wei style predates Shaolin.
But you still cannot beat us, Grandmaster.
That is a spurious claim, Kung Lao.
Round 1, fight!
I'm a natural.
Alright, this opponent, I'm not gonna lie, this opponent is definitely a challenge, but definitely beatable though. I just gotta stay focused. Nearly won both rounds. First round I almost won, but I dropped that one punish, messed up that one punish. You know, the spin attack he did, I punished that a little bit too late, so I didn't get any damage, so I can do this. This opponent is tough, but he's definitely beatable, so do my best in the next one.
You are in the presence of greatness.
A Shaolin monk should be less boastful.
What makes you think I am boasting?
Round 1. Fight!
For the Wuxi!
Round 2. Fight! Final round. Fight! Finish him. Sub-Zero wins.
This is one intense match. That's all I'm going to say.
Johnny Cage. Black Market Alley.
us, Johnny Cage.
And you are player hating.
How easily my point is proved.
Round 1. Fight.
That hurts.
Your bones will freeze.
Round 2. Fight.
In my opinion, Johnny Cage in general is easier to fight against than Kung Lao. Kung Lao's is more unpredictable. Hey, GG's. And thank you for the support, by the way, in the chat room. So that's wait, how many wins is that? I think let's say I won the 4th one already. For this is 5 wins for me so far. So opponent number 6 is going to be coming up in about 15 minutes. And MCM and B-Boy, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. What I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to practice just so I don't get a little cold. I'm going to practice a little bit. So, you know, my opponent, I'm going to be playing against another opponent who won 5-0. So this, you know, the opponent's going to be really, you know, it's going to be tough. That's my prediction. So. I think I do. If I actually have a YouTube channel where I'm going to be also going to be posting some of my past broadcasts. The YouTube channel you should be able to find the link to my YouTube channel if you view my Twitch account. But yes, I don't know if I'm going to put all of the streams I do on YouTube, but I will definitely put some of them there. Resident Evil 7, the Resident Evil 7 streams I did, B-Boy, the Resident Evil 7 streams I did. I actually already I have them set up to go onto YouTube. It's going to be, I think, on Thursday. But if you want, you can go to my videos and you can view past broadcasts. I streamed the entire Resident Evil 7 game, and I also streamed the free DLC called Not a Hero. So if you want, you can watch that, and it'll also be on YouTube. So feel free to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel, everyone. So meanwhile, back to Mortal Kombat. As I was saying, my opponent is, you know, going to be, I'm predicting is going to be very tough opponents. So against these tough opponents, you don't want to mess up any combos. Like, you don't want to drop combos like I did in the other match, because, you know, against really good opponents, you don't get enough chances to combo as as it is, so you got to make the best out of every opportunity. So that's why I don't want to get too cold. By the way, take a look at the damage. So each opponent has around 1,000 points of life. Some opponents have like 950, some have 1050, but point is that it's usually around 1,000. So watch what you can get with Sub-Zero here. That's assuming I don't mess this one up. It's pretty hard to do, but if you have a Fatal Blow, hold on, let me try this one more time. You have to be at a corner too, or the opponent has to be in a corner. So here it is. Watch the damage. That's not too far from. That's not too far from half the, half the life. See, notice something? Notice how this is 1, right? Notice how the distance is a little bit shorter. So here's something interesting. So this is the 2-1 cancel into the ice ball freeze, right? Pay attention. I'm going to do a combo this time. Pay attention to the damage. Notice it's 331. Now this is the 1-2 cancel into the ice ball. Pay attention to the damage. Notice how it's 3-2-1. So it's really interesting how it balances out. One has just a teeny little bit longer reach than 2, but it doesn't do as much damage. So what I usually do if I see a punish opportunity, I'm like, I'm not going to take a chance dropping a combo. I'm just going to do 1-2. At least, get the damage. I mean, even if I miss 10 points opportunity, 10 points, sure, it can make a big difference at the end, but definitely, the 10 points is definitely not worth messing up a string, you know what I mean? Especially, when it comes to these matches, especially in Mortal Kombat, you only have, a split, the blink of an eye to, be able to execute the combo and land the punish properly. So, yep, exactly. B-Boy Sonic, exactly. So here's what's interesting. To everybody watching the stream, if you know me, you know I also play Tekken. So if you notice that, Laws 3 and 4, 14 frame punish. It's kind of like a good whiff punisher. It's also 14 frames. With Sub-Zero, it's kind of something kind of similar, but it's a different command. But the point is that it's also good whiff punish. So you catch your opponent mashing, from a distance, boom, like that. But here's something interesting though. Sometimes I've played against opponents. Sometimes they like to try to duck the high like this. You see, if you notice, that's a high. This is where a mid comes in. If you notice, this is a mid. In the last opponent I was just fighting against, I actually tried to cancel into an ice ball, but it didn't work. But I still got that string, so it's still some damage. That's, it's a good way if someone's trying to, go down and get you like that. Boom, like that. But the only problem though is something you got to be careful. Notice this. In fact, I'm already said this versus this. Notice the range difference. It's kind of interesting how they balance each other out. But yeah, if let's say somebody is not respecting your someone's not okay, so Sub-Zero forward 4 is plus on block. So in fact, let's take a look at the frame data. See, if you notice, you get +4 if they block it. So if let's say you're at +4, but then they try to down one you. So do the math here. Probably easier if I have the set the AI up to do that, but that's going to take too much time, and I have a match to start soon. But see, do the math. 14. Wait a second. Silly me. I might have put a foot in my mouth. One moment, please. Still getting used to streaming, so bear with me. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, if you're on a plus frame and someone tries to, so what I meant to say was if someone tries to down one you, just do it back to them, and then you'll actually be at a frame advantage. So let's say down one is hit advantage, you actually become it's that you're actually 13 on hit. Yeah. See, if you notice, you become plus 13 on hit. So then that would be the perfect time. If, let's say, someone doesn't respect your frame data, let's say then someone tries to down one you right after that. In fact, let's see if I can set up my opponent to do that. So I can't 14 frame is not going to work because, but if let's say I block it, see if let's say this wasn't a good clear demonstration, but let's say I blocked it. You see, if you block, then you're at -6. So let's see. I'm sorry, I'm talking two things at once. So point is that if let's say it lands though, I'm gonna get him to stop. Get him to stop doing that. So see, if you notice, I'm at, what was the number again? One more time. If you notice, I'm at plus 13. That means if I do a 14 frame, no matter what he does, he'll have to block. No matter what he does, if I do something like this, that I have to time the combo right, of course. Look how much damage that got. You see, this is how you can take advantage of people who don't respect your frame data. So again, if someone tries to down one you, and I do admit, even as a Mortal Kombat player, I admit this is a little bit more OP than it should be, but the point is that if you block it, so I'll give a clear explanation. Let me try that again. Again, I'm just trying to kill time before the next match, otherwise it would be boring. So hold on. So see, if you notice when he does the down one, it's -6 on block. That means if, let's say, he doesn't respect the frame data, I can just catch him. And then if he tries to mash after that, he tries to do a down one right after that, boom. The problem is, I'm not 100% sure, but the problem though is that I would use this, but the problem is if he ducks, he can duck a high and then he can get you. But with a mid, you know, he's not going to duck a mid. So that's the thing, is for people who, you know, who are having trouble with people, their opponents constantly down one-ing, just, you know, if they don't respect your frame data, take advantage. See? -13, boom, can't do the -1 again. All right. Yes, exactly, B-Boy Sonic. Again, sorry about the little stutter. Again, this is my, you know, I'm new to streaming, so sometimes I think too many things at once. So I should probably get him to stop doing that. Let's see if I can wish punish this. No, I can't. Actually, I'm going to try something. I haven't tried this before. So that is whip punishable. So here's the thing, what you can do, so you gotta be at the right distance. This is why neutral is super important in Mortal Kombat, because the slightest, you know, the slightest mistake in that can screw you over. See what I did there? I can do a counter. But you have to do it the right time. What I do like about Mortal Kombat is I like the fact whether it or not it tells you it's a punish or not. And even if that was not a counter, if the opponent doesn't block right after the down one, you know, you can still catch that person. You have to remember, this is not Tekken. They don't block moves by just standing there like holding back. They actually have to hit the block button, which if you're on a pad, it's R2 if you have the default controllers. On a stick, I can't help you there. I don't use a stick for Mortal Kombat. I know if a lot of people use Xbox controllers though, so it should be the same thing. It should be like the can someone help me out? What is the on PlayStation 4 it's called R2, but what would that button be called in the Xbox controller? I'm not 100% there. Point is that's a trigger button. It's what you would use for like to shoot in a first-person shooter game. Again, I don't play Xbox, so I can't define what button that is. Let's see. RT, thank you, B-Boy Sonic. See? If you're at the right distance, if you can like back up. Yeah, some Sub-Zero players I played against, not all of them. Some of them, you know, don't really use this move that much, and you know they should, because this, like, even for people who don't respect frame data, like people who try to duck, like this is pretty much an anti-ducking move. And if you do it, you know, if you do it the right way, you can get some good damage off of that. All right, let's just get him to stop doing that. I want to try something here. By the way, my opponent, I'm gonna check, okay. My opponent should be ready to play anytime. It's about 3 minutes before I'm paired up with somebody again, so. Alright, let's going around. Oh, I messed that one up. That's the thing about Mortal Kombat. If you do a neutral jump instead of a forward jump, you can really screw yourself over, and I've done that too many times before. See how much damage that would give. Look at that. That's 439 damage. That's a lot of damage. So. Whoop. Here's another interesting thing. This is a random thing, but here's something interesting about Sub-Zero. So I already told you before that forward 4, if somebody blocks that, that's a +4 frame advantage. So again, for people who then try to not to respect the frame data and try to down one you, you'll get since you have the frame advantage, you'll hit them, and then if they try to down one you again, boom. But anyways, that was a little review. Back to this. So this is +4. But watch what happens though if your opponent gets hit. Watch what happens if you hit the opponent again. That's a crushing blow. Look, that's 260 points of damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage. And I'm going to do it again. See, boom. So what's interesting is that your opponent knows that's going to be a crushing blow. Your opponent's going to be, unless they try to interrupt, which is kind of risky to do. Unless they interrupt, they'll have to block and be stuck at a frame disadvantage. Either that or take the crushing blow. They could try to interrupt, but if they interrupt too late, then they catch a crushing blow. And look, that's 260 damage. Do the math. That's like a quarter of your life gone, just like that. Here's what's something interesting about Sub-Zero is that in the practice mode I have it set up to unlimited meters, but if let's say you have no meters to burn, if you notice this, obviously I'm sure you can see this like requires man, I messed that one up. This requires like a meter burn, right? But if let's say you don't have any more meters to burn, watch this. Watch what you can do. You can so let's say I don't have any more, let's say I don't have any meters to burn, any offense meters. I can still get a lot of damage if I'm trapped in the corner. Let me try that again. See, 30-34, and that's with no meter burns. But here's the catch, you know, obviously in Mortal Kombat, for those of you who don't know what Mortal Kombat 11 is all about, you can only use each crushing blow once a match. Not once a round, once a match. So you have to be careful, you know, and use it wisely. That's why I actually have the buttons set up to where I actually have to hold the command to activate the crushing blow, because if you don't, then the crushing blow activates automatically if the conditions are met, and you may waste a crushing blow. Let's say your opponent only has like 1% life left and you do a crushing blow, you just lost a crushing blow. You may win the round, but you just wasted a crushing blow for the entire, you know, match. And those things can really help you in the end. So just some tips here. Now, meanwhile, I actually just got a notification that I'm going to be having my next match with my opponent, and this opponent also has won 5-0. So this is going to be a very tough match, but I'll do my best. And of course, I'm going to mute the mic as usual. Let's see. Hold on, let me refresh the chat. I don't think I can see the chat. Hold on. I'm having some lag on the chat. Actually, let me try to do this. Comments. Oh, here it is. Well, I don't see anything new in the chat. The last thing I see was B-Boy Sonic saying RT. So, right now, I'm just waiting to join my opponent. Let's see. Can you see the joining match on your end? Hey, are you seeing a blue screen on your end? Oh, never mind. Not anymore. Oh, is there a black screen? Is there kind of something blocking the screen? Oh no, never mind. It's not. By the way, I just found my opponent, so you know what that means. Time to meet the mic, and I'll do my best.
Sub-Zero. Shaolin Trap Dungeon. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
I fear no magic.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Round 1. Fight.
Getting colder.
2, fight!
That was a disaster. Oh well, it happens. I'm not out of this yet, that's the thing. I've only lost one set so far, so I'm not out of this yet. I should have been a little bit more careful with the opponent. Kept assuming that the opponent would eventually fall into my wake-up attack. I shouldn't have kept spamming that. That was not a smart decision on my end. So it happens, you know. Of all players, I lost to a Sub-Zero player. I should know Sub-Zero. I'm the one who should know how to fight Sub-Zero of all people. I also kept waiting for that overhead. A lot of Sub-Zeros like to spam that overhead. He didn't do the overhead followed by the 4-1s. He only kept canceling it. Oh well, it happens. Alright, let's see if I can get a little bit more practice in.
The hourglass.
So yeah, if I lose one more, I'm gone. That's it for me. So next match is gonna be so I've played 6 matches so far. The next match is potentially my last match, to be honest. So I played 6 matches so far. If I win my next set, then I'll play 2 more. If I lose this next set, well, sad but true. But that's it for me. So hopefully I'll win. You know, on the bright side, I've right now have 5-1. That means the opponent also has 5-1. So there's a chance the opponent can be a little bit easier to fight against than the one I just fought against. I mean, I shouldn't have kept repeating the same mistakes. I've already talked that to death, so no use crying over spilled milk. So I'm going to try to sub the opponent. Maybe type record playback. No. Record. Let's see. No. I'm trying to get the... Hold on. Oh, I think I should have done this before. Let's see. Get up mode. Get up attack. Ah, here it is. Let's see if I can punish that one. No, it's just an AI. So forward, get up roll, can't, unless I'm not doing it right, can't punish that. Let's see how backward get up roll. Nope. So I think the way to tech rolls, though, you see, the way to tech rolls is if the opponent is rolling forward, though. Let's see. No. Yeah. Best thing to do, guaranteed, if the opponent does, just, you know, do a forward dash. Make sure you stay close to the opponent. If you don't want if you have an opponent who's good at zoning, you know, sometimes they might do a, excuse me, they might do a backwards get up roll. Just do a forward dash. You know, just make sure you stay close to them so they won't have a chance to get far. Or you can, if you do it fast enough, if let's say you know your opponent is going to do a get up attack, boom, grab them, grab them. That also works. You see, that's the best way to really tech it, but you have to do it fast enough. So it's only really if you're predicting, if your opponent is like constantly spamming, you know, the get up rolls. If you know it, just grab them. You can get 130 points of damage. That's more than 10% of their life gone. So, you know, considering the fact you just have to do a simple throw at the right time, that's pretty good damage, considering. There you go. And that's also, I'll just show you that that's pretty much the same with the forward get up roll. I'll show you. Whoop. Didn't do it fast. So you have to really predict it. Predict that they're gonna like that one. So here's the thing, though. I'm going to actually set up, to make it easier, I figure it's going to be easier if I just show you, so, you know, instead of just explaining it. So I'm actually going to, I have the meters set to unlimited, but I'm actually going to hit refill. Oh, that's not going to work. I'm just going to set it to, whoops. Where is it? There it is. So, normal. So, you notice that the rolls, they only require the defense meter and the offense meter. See that? No, I'm sorry. They don't require the offense meter at all. Now, if you look at me, if you notice those objects we interact with, you know, we can actually press the R1 to, if you're using a PS4 controller, it's the R1 to grab an interactable and catch the opponent off guard like that. But if you notice, it takes away a defense meter. Obviously, the offense meter are simple, a lot more simple to understand. They are, or I should say, easier to understand. They're basically enhancers. Like, for example, Sub-Zero's Ice Ball, if you're playing with a variant that has the enhanced Ice Ball, it will require 1 meter, like 1 offense meter, to enhance it, like that. Also, fun fact about Sub-Zero, his regular Ice Ball, you know, obviously freezes you, but the enhanced Ice Ball, first of all, it'll freeze you, and secondly, it's also a, it's also a mid as well. So I'll show you. See, notice how the regular one's a high? Take a look at the enhanced one. See, notice that's a mid? So that means sometimes if opponents are ducking, let's say the opponents are ducking, and, you know, ducking my Ice Balls, I could surprise them with an enhanced one, and boom, and then get some damage. Assuming I don't dodge the combo, and that's why I didn't have any meters, but... So let's try that again. So let's say I catch them with an enhanced Ice Ball. So, meanwhile, back to get-ups, though. So, a little review. If you notice, requires 1 meter. So, I'm actually now going to show you what's a get-up attack, though. That's a get-up roll. I'm going to show you what a get-up attack is. So, notice something. Notice that it requires 1 offense meter and 1 defense meter. And by the way, in a lot of fighting games, you have to, you know, perform and land attacks or block attacks. You have to do some activity to refill your meters. In Mortal Kombat 11, it's actually totally different. Your meters just recharge automatically, no matter what. Like, doing any attacks, they're not going to, you know, they're not going to speed up the recharge time. It's basically, it's ready when it's ready. It's just going to recharge all by itself. Which, in my opinion, is actually really interesting. It kind of like encourages you to focus more on neutral than, you know, just constantly, you know, doing random commands and all that. So I think it's good, in my opinion, at least. So another thing I like about this game. So you notice that that get-up attack requires a meter. So if, let's say, this person has burned both of his, does not have any offense meters ready, but has a defense meter, you can actually predict that's going to be a roll, and boom. Now, if, let's say, you run out of meters, you don't have, like, any defense meters or any meters at all. Here's something interesting I'll show you. You can do a delayed get-up. This actually was even back in Mortal Kombat X, and I think Mortal Kombat 11. I think. I can't remember. It's too far back. So, let's see. We do a delayed get-up. I'm just going to say delayed get-up. What the heck? Oh, it didn't save it. My bad. I didn't hit accept. So. What did I do here? Block mode off. I don't know how that went on. So you notice how delayed get-up does not require any meters. So here's what your opponent can actually do, is that if your opponent does a delayed get-up and you try to grab the opponent, though, you gotta be a little bit careful. For some of the better players who can figure it out, if your opponent does a delayed get-up and you try to do a throw, then they can actually duck and uppercut you, and even get a crushing blow if they're doing it the first time. So they can even get a free combo off of you too if they know what they're doing. So just gotta be a little bit careful there. You just gotta, you know, think about Mortal Kombat 11. Just be unpredictable. Don't like keep trying to grab someone when they get up from the ground, because they can also jump too. Get some damage off of that. And for opponents who are really good with Sub-Zero, they can even get up to 300. So. See, the thing about Mortal Kombat, don't be predictable like I was in that last match. Be unpredictable in this game. Mess with your opponent's head. See, they do a delayed get up, and you read into it, then as they get up, you could, you know, either do an overhead, grab, then you can wait for a grab, do a low. So you just want to make sure you don't leave yourself open for a whiff punish, because opponents who are good can't take advantage of that. Now, I'm actually the next thing I'm going to show all of you is how to the difference between the two get-up attacks. I know that there are two types of get-up attacks. I'm going to show you what both of them are all about. So we'll do Rising Blade first. So you already saw this one. Why is that? What is going on? Okay, I'm going to hit off. Whoops. You did not see. Hold on. Sorry. Wrong one. Silly me. Alright. So if you notice, this does not launch someone, but it can, you know, put you at a frame advantage. So for example, I'm going to take a look at Scorpion get-up attacks. So the Spear Slice, if you hit, that's a 10 frame advantage. So you're obviously at a big advantage if you get hit. If you, let's say, it's a block, then you're a -2, which means it's safe to do as long, you know, it is safe to do if it's on block. But here's where you have to be careful, and this is how I actually screwed myself over. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, first of all, I'm going to get the AI to stop doing that. If the opponent times it right, if the opponent knows you're going to be doing this, so you see the punish, it cannot be block punished, but you're just at a slight, you know, frame disadvantage, but it can be whiff punished. So you got to be very careful doing that. Let's do the math here. But you have to do it quickly, obviously. So let's see. You have to like time right. You have to predict. See, if you catch your opponent spamming this, look, that is 1/3 of your life gone. That's, you know. Yeah, you just have to like really time it right. I'm telling you, Mortal Kombat, the timing is so strict. It's crazy. Now I'm going to show you the other type of get-up attack. Rising Blade. So here's the thing, though. If you notice that, I'm going to show you one more time. If you notice the rising attack, it can launch you, which means your opponent, if the opponent knows how to do it, can get some good damage. So I'm actually going to show you how that can happen. So let's see how much damage I can get from that. Well, assuming I don't drop a combo. Could just do an uppercut. Hold on. So if let's say you use a meter burn here, you could just do an uppercut. The point is you can still get a lot of damage doing that. So you gotta be a little careful. Even if you're unable to do the combo. You know, I don't have much time left. I gotta fight my opponent soon, so I'm not gonna try getting it right. It's one of the harder combos to do. So let's see. So but here's the thing, though. It can be crushed. By an overhead. Let's see if I try to do a low. And it can be crushed if I do a low. Now let's me try to do a high. It can be crushed by a high. So the best time to do something like that would be if your opponent, some opponents when you're on the ground like to jump and try to get you you know, try to get a 50-50 off of you. Try to force, you know. Oh, by the way, just quick thing is that if you jump and land a 2 or a jump punch, you're at a big frame advantage, even if it's blocked. So a lot of people like to do that. But if you have the meters, if you're predicting the opponent can do that, then you can follow that up with a combo. You can at least get some good damage. You know, 200 points. That's still, you know, that's 20% of somebody's life. So that's still a lot. Again, it's very risky because if your opponent's predicting you'll do that, first the opponent can get a crushing blow, your opponent can then get a free combo off of you. So you gotta play that one smart. Now the question is a whiff punishable? Let's find out. Yes, it is. Well, hold on. Depending on where your distance is. The problem is, though, if you try to whiff punish it too close. Wait, actually, what am I saying? Hold on. So if you do it fast enough, though, it's not punishable, but you can't counter it. You can only whiff punish it if you're, like, at a distance. But you can counter it, but you have to be, like, super fast. Or crush it. They say counter, so... Point is that that's a high risk, high reward deal. Now I would talk about flawless block, but we don't have enough time, so... In fact, maybe we do, actually. Flawless block is where it gets really interesting. Hold on, that's not the right attack. Actually, let me just do this. See what I did, though? If I flawless block and then do the wake-up attack, do the launch wake-up attack, I can get some good damage off of that. But the thing, though, here's the thing about flawless block. Block too early, you don't get it. Block too late, you get hit, obviously. Now, down 1 is probably the safest move to do a flawless block, because you're just going to be at a frame disadvantage. But if you try to do a flawless block at, you know, a attack that can launch you, you're gonna be in big trouble, because the opponent's going to get a free combo off of you. Because, you know, flawless block you need to have really good timing. See, if you notice, I have trouble doing it. You know, I'm lucky I can get a few of them here. Maybe I can do it one more time before I fight my next opponent. Nope. I did, in fact, do it. If you notice, I had no more meters to burn, but if you notice, I still got 259 damage, so it's pretty good. So if you catch another strategy, if you catch... Excuse me, sorry. Another thing is that if you catch somebody spamming down 1, try, you know, it's a little fancier way and a little risky, you know, a little bit more risky. Hard to do, but you could try to flawless block that. Because a flawless block, if you have the meters to burn, here's the thing, is that if you're at a frame advantage, and you know someone's not respecting your the frames, let's say someone, you know, does down 1 and tries to get you. The thing, though, is that you know, you can't predict. Yeah, I mean, you can predict that they're not going to respect it, but you can't get a guaranteed launch. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way you can get a guaranteed launch. But if you do a flawless block on, if they're constantly spamming the down 1s, then you get a guaranteed launch. You know what I mean? But in return, flawless block is super, super hard to do. I mean, if you saw me, I could barely do it. So it's just like really, you know, it's just a really hard thing to do. And it's, you know, when it comes to, you can flawless block almost any attack, but, you know, I would say a blockable attack, but it's so hard to do. And you know, if you want to get the wake up attack followed by that, you know, that also has to be good timing. And you know, you can get a good combo. It's just really hard to do though. But if you master that, boy, your skills in Mortal Kombat 11 are going to go way up. So, meanwhile, I actually just got a notification that my next opponent is, I'm going to be fighting my next opponent soon, so I'm going to join my match right now. Thank you, MCM. Oh man, look at this opponent's level. This is not going to be easy. I'm going to try my best though. I'm going to mute the mic, of course, though.
Sub-Zero. Cabal. Soul Chamber. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Cabal wins. Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight.
I'm screwed.
Finish him. Kombat wins.
Oh well, that's it for me. If I won this one, I would have only had one more match anyway, so... Thanks, MCM. Appreciate the support. One more thing I'd like to show you, though, a quick little lesson. Sorry, I hit the mic by accident, so... It's just a little quick thing if you're going to be playing Mortal Kombat, a little tip I'll give you.
Sub-Zero. Scorpion.
This is one particular strategy I like to use. That person, man, that opponent was super tough. Made, you know, if you made even the slightest mistake, he'd get you. Thing about Mortal Kombat, you gotta be unpredictable, and you also have to be consistent with your combos. You gotta take advantage of every combo opportunity you get, and this person pretty much did. There's like no room for error against someone like that. So I'm going to show you a little strategy here. So I'm going to have the opponent first launch me in the air. What? Hold on, one moment, please. Actually, messing up here. Hold on. Notice how I did that? I'm going to do that one more time. Notice how I was able, how you probably saw some of my opponents do that. Notice how I broke out of a combo doing that? But if you notice, that requires both, not one, but two, both of your defense meters. And if you notice, it's going to take some time to recharge. So yeah, you can break out of a combo doing that, but you just know that you're going to burn both of your defense meters, and that means you won't be able to do, if you get knocked down again, you can only do a delayed get-up. You're going to be, you know, you're going to be a lot more predictable. You know, opponent can say, oh, well, you're either going to be doing, you know, a jump, a delayed get-up, or you're just not going to do anything. So it's going to be a lot easier for the opponent to read into you, you know, since the opponent knows you can't do a get-up roll or a get-up attack, you know. So you got to be careful there. But here's the thing, though. I have to be careful and make sure. In fact, I'm going to set up my opponent to do this. Hold on. Breakaway. That's what they call it, I think. Yeah, that's what they call it. You see, a breakaway. So if let's say I freeze my opponent. Let's say I get a combo. Let's say this opponent only has like 10% life left. In fact, to make it, I'm going to make it look realistic. And let's say 20%. Let's say this person has like I'll say 20% life. So see, notice how the opponent now still has a chance if I try to follow up with that combo. If you notice, usually what I like to do is I like to get the kick, jumping kick, because it gets more damage. But if their opponent has both meters charged with only a little bit of life left, watch what the opponent can do. So this is why it's better to do this. Notice I did a jumping punch, which does, you can follow by, you know, you can follow by that, by a combo. You see? That's why, if you're about to win, don't mess it up by doing this and have the opponent break out of it. Do this. Do the jumping punch so your opponents won't be able to break out of it. I know, interesting. So let's make it more interesting and put it at 30%. See what difference that makes. So sure, your opponent eventually will be able to break out of it if they go into the air, but still, like, something like this is definitely a lot better than something like this. See the big difference? So let's say your opponent has like 25% left. And sometimes, even if your opponent successfully breaks out of the combo, you know, it can still do chip damage. And also, another thing in Mortal Kombat 11, chip damage can kill. So that means, with the dash, I could still kill the opponent. And if not, could, you know, even if let's say I don't do the dash, or see? So that's the thing. Point is, if you're close to killing your opponent, don't mess it up by having the opponent break out of it if the opponent has both meters. Do something like this. They're stunned. So then that way you know you get the secure lock. And even better, let's say that your opponent has a little bit of life left. I'm gonna bump it up to, let's say 40%. Would 40% be too much? I actually tried to do this earlier. You probably saw me do this. I messed up the string. I don't know if you saw that part, but I did mess up one of the strings there. But if, let's say, well, see, I'm still messing up right now. But if, let's say, you can get a fatal blow. But actually, I can't do a fatal blow. My health is too high. Hold on. I'll put my opponent at 40, and I'll put myself at like, I'll put myself at a low. So let's say you know. Let's say in this scenario I'm about to die, right? But if, let's say, my opponent has 2 charge meters, right? Let's say I get a combo and freeze my opponent. Watch what happens. And that's it. I win the match. Now, if, let's say, I do this, I just lost an opportunity to win. So point is that sometimes it's better to do the jump attack when you know you can get the damage instead of thinking your opponent's going to do a breakaway, break out of your combo, and you miss the damage. And you have to be a little bit careful because sometimes if your opponent does a breakaway, if you're still like, the opponent can whiff punish you if you're still like committed to the string. So you gotta be a little careful there. But meanwhile, that was pretty much the last tip. I just want to say to everybody,